Atmanamekam Jagatbijamadyam Niriham Nirakaram Omkaravidyam Yato Jayate Palyate Yena Vishwam Tamesham Bhaje Liyate Yatra Vishwam Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanta Shanta Shanti Hari Om. So, dear devotees, we have seen in the Atman class we were discussing Soayam Atma Chatushpa. This Atman is that which has got 4 quarters. So, the first quarter was first taken up. Let us go back to that illustration of the coin. In the coin, we are imagining 4 quarters. Whichever quarter you touch, you are actually touching the coin. It is a complete coin. So the first quarter of the Atman is the waking quarter. So the description of the waking quarter was that Atman in the waking state is given 2 names. Vaishvanara in its cosmic aspect and Vishwa in its individual aspect. And what are the distinguishing features of Atman in the waking state? It is Bahishpragya. It is aware of external things. Its awareness is externalized. See, we have to check it with our experience. Here, our awareness is about as if things are existing, distinct and separated from us. It's all experiential. It is Bahishpragya and it is Saptanga. It has got 7 limbs, it has got 19 lungs, and it is Thodapur. It is that which is experiencing gross objects. Here in the waking state, we are experiencing, Atman is experiencing the gross objects. But this is a very tricky thing. I'll come to that point later. Let that remain there. Similarly, the second quarter. In the second quarter, Atman is experiencing the dream state, Swapnasthana. And in the Swapnasthana, the Atman's name in its individual aspect is Taijasa. Atman's name in the cosmic aspect is Hiranyagarbha. And in the dream state, Atman is Antapragya. Its awareness is internalized. That means it is experiencing only the mind. There is mind alone is both the subject as well as the object. Actually, the waking state is also the same thing, but we are not understanding it correctly. And Atman in the dream state also has got 7 limbs and 19 mouths. And it is praviviktapok. Praviviktapok means it is experiencing subtle objects. Atman here is referred to as Tejas. Then, the third quarter, the Sushupta Sthana. In the Sushupta Sthana, this Atman is called Pragya in its individual aspect, and in its cosmic aspect, it is referred to as Ishvara. And what is the striking feature of this sleep state? In this third sleep state, this is a state in which there is neither the activity of desiring, nor is there any activity of comprehending anything. Na kaschit kamam kamayati, na kaschit swapnam pashyati. Here, we are neither desiring anything, nor are we seeing anything. In sleep state, nothing is happening. Is it not? So Shankaracharya there beautifully points out. Actually, the sleep means what? Non-comprehension of reality is the actual sleep. Tattva agrahanam. Not comprehending the reality is sleep. In that sense, actually speaking, all the three states are the states of sleep only. Here everyone is asleep. As long as we are not experiencing the Atman, we are all fast asleep. In that case, how is the other two states different from the sleep state? Miscomprehension of reality. In the waking and dream, along with the non-comprehension of reality, there is miscomprehension of reality. Here in the waking state, see, we are not comprehending the reality for the time. And the reality is being miscomprehended. You can take the example of the rope and snake. When you are ignorant about the rope, you're seeing something, and you think that it is snake. In that, both the things are involved. In your perception of snake in the rope, you are not comprehending the reality. You're not comprehending the rope. That is sleep. And you're also miscomprehending the rope as the snake. That is what is happening here. In the rope snake illustration, not comprehending the rope is non-comprehension of the reality. And comprehending the rope as the snake is the miscomprehension of reality. That is what defines the so-called waking and dream. Shankaracharya is saying that in waking and dream, both these defects are existing. In the waking and dream, both these defects of non-comprehension of reality as well as miscomprehension of reality is existing. Whereas in the sleep state, there is only non-comprehension of reality. There is no miscomprehension. We are not comprehending anything there. Everything is dark. These are the distinguishing features of these three states. And then, this sleep state, the Upanishad says, here, our awareness is condensed in sleep state. Amazing. The sleep state is the key to the reality, actually. When you come to that state, something wonderful. If we can go into that state consciously, you will become illumined. Anyhow, so what is the sleep state? The sleep state is that in which the awareness is unified, it is condensed, eki bhuta. And it is pragyana ghana eva. It is condensed consciousness. It is anandamayo. There is abundance of Anandam there. It's a very, very important point. Where is Anandam in this world, as we discussed before? All Anandam lies deep within all of us. There's no Anandam anywhere outside. This is the first thing that we have to capture through this great hint which the Upanishad is giving us. Where is happiness? Happiness is nowhere outside in this world. In one of his commentaries, Shankaracharya says, Iha sansare sukasya gandha matramapi nasti. He says, in this world there is not one drop of happiness, but we are all hunting for happiness here. Day and night we are running like mad people, and we are thinking that we will be happy by enjoying this, by having money, by having pleasures. We will be happy. We are becoming happy. Have we ever become happy here? Anyone? You can check it out. We have to analyze our own experiences. No matter what enjoyments you have through the body and the senses, it only leaves us empty. In fact, it is very interesting. This very psychology of happiness in and through the body and the senses, how we are getting deceived every time we run after, we chase these different objects, thinking that these objects are going to make us happy. How is it happening? Actually, whenever we enjoy, let us just see, we are enjoying some objects. Okay, I'm watching a movie. We all watch movies. We have watched movies. We watch movies. If it is a very enjoyable movie, good movies, there are good movies, definitely. Even good movies, so-called good movies also. How long can you watch a good movie? How long? 1 hour? 1.5 hours? 2 hours? 2.5 hours? Then you will feel enough. 3 hours? 3.5 hours? 5 hours, can you? At a stretch? 6 hours, your head will start to pain. Even if the movie is so-called good movie, how long can you continue with that kind of sensory indulgence with an object? There is a limit, there is a bound, there is a boundary. You cannot push this wall. All this enjoyment, it will take you to excitement at a certain point of time. And there is a boundary, it cannot go beyond that. All this enjoyment through your senses, enjoyment of the object through the senses, it will take you to a certain level of excitement. And it is not that you are going to be excited all the time. This excitement will end up in exhaustion. So it is a 3 E's here: enjoyment, excitement, exhaustion. Enjoyment, excitement, exhaustion. All enjoyments have to end up in invariably in exhaustion. You can't help it. That is why throughout our life we may be experiencing so-called these objects. It actually leaves us exhausted. This is precisely what is happening in the waking state. You see, in this waking state, in this transactional plane, where we are continuously transacting with other objects, other persons, whole day you tell me, after whole days of interaction with the world, what is happening? You become exhausted. Tell me, is it not? And you fall asleep. Is it not happening? Throughout the day, you are transacting your business with the world with a certain attitude, all wrong attitudes, let me tell you. We are interacting with the world with wrong attitudes, and all this so-called subject-object interaction, the subject interacting with different objects, all these transactions which is going on in the so-called waking world, where does it end up? it ends up in exhaustion. We become exhausted, we become tired. And then when you become tired, what happens? You fall asleep. You literally fall into the sleep state. Is it not? It is not that you're going into sleep state. You will literally fall asleep. You have to fall asleep. Because the real refreshment is going to come from the sleep state. And what is the sleep state? Ishvara. It is by establishing our connection, Ishvara Sambandha, you really become refreshed, never by interacting with other objects in the waking state. This is a great lesson to be learned. This transactional plane in the waking state, it is a plane of exhaustion. And going back to the sleep state is the way to get refreshed, sustained. We are getting our sustenance and refreshment from the causal state, which is Ishvara. You cannot be without it even for a single day. This is what I said. If you do that experiment, Anant will be given all the pleasures, but Anant will not be allowed to be asleep. And if he begin to drowse, somebody will hit him with a stick. And you should enjoy and enjoy and enjoy. How long can you enjoy? Tell me. A time will come, you will say, enough, Baba, enough. Just leave me, I want to sleep. Is it not? Okay, if you are made to watch a movie for 10 hours, you will say, please leave me alone, I want to sleep. Is it not? How long can you push? Now this you can apply to everything. All those human beings which we cling to. You will say, enough, Baba, please go away, I want to sleep. Is it not? Tell me, you can apply this to everything. Human beings, objects, all those things which appear to be giving happiness to us, they don't give us happiness, they only exhaust us. They trap us. The secret of happiness lies deep within our own self, Ishvara. You will become tired. Your sons and daughters and brothers and sisters and husbands and wives, you will say, enough, please go away, I want to sleep for some time. Is this not the fact? Tell me. From where are we deriving our sustenance? Is it from the objects of the waking state? Is it from the persons you are interacting with in the waking state? Waking state, please write it down. This is a state of exhaustion. We become exhausted here. Every day it is happening. This waking state is a plane of exhaustion. We become exhausted and then we are thrown into the sleep state. Literally, we are thrown into it. You have no other option. You can't escape this. See, we are analyzing human experiences. Merciless investigation into what is happening in our day-to-day life. In the waking state, we become exhausted and you are literally thrown into the causal state, which is Ishvara, Anandamayo. When we get in touch with this Anandamaya state, it is there that we become refreshed. When we get up from sleep, what happens? All exhaustion is gone. Again, we are ready to get exhausted. Every day we wake up to once again get exhausted. And every day we go back to sleep to get refreshed. This drama is going on. Exhaustion and refreshment is going on. And we are trapped here. Interesting. So these are the great great conclusions which we have to draw from what the Upanishad is telling, from Shankaracharya's amazing statements. This is one point we should understand as far as this causal body is concerned. Atman in the deep state is concerned. Sleep state is concerned. Then here Shankaracharya makes a beautiful remark. I will just read one sentence. In this sixth mantra, I don't want to go into the Sanskrit, it will take time. Let me just translate. Shankaracharya's all statements are simply blazing. He says, This Ishvara means this causal state from where this so-called waking and dream emerges. Is it not? The waking and dream emerges from the causal state. And the waking and dream, it goes back to the causal state. This Ishvara, Shankaracharya is saying, is not something separate from the universe as others hold. This Ishvara is not something separate from the universe. What is this universe? It is Ishvara itself. You understand what Shankaracharya is saying? The so-called the universe, it is not separated from Ishvara. It is Ishvara itself. This is another beautiful vision. So what are we dealing with? We are dealing with Ishvara. Our attitudes have to change now. Our whole vision has to change. We are actually speaking, seeing, hearing, and interacting with nothing but Ishvara. Ishvara in so many forms. Now, this is what actually Sri Ramakrishna uses the term as Vijnana. And nowadays many people are writing books that this Vijnana is something new and all this absolutely silly things. This is all completely in the Upanishads. Whatever we are seeing, it is all divine. This is the vision of the Upanishads. This is the philosophy of Shankaracharya. Sri Ramakrishna has only used a new term, that's all. But what Sri Ramakrishna is hinting at is this vision that everything is Ishvara. What we are seeing. Now, see, Naren in Kashipur, he wanted to meditate. And Naren was an expert in meditation. For him, it is nothing going back to the source. And he always wanted to remain there with closed eyes. Sri Ramakrishna scolded him. Closing your eyes, you think that is God. What about this with open eyes? Is there something else? Sri Ramakrishna scolded him. You want to always remain with the closed eyes? That is okay, that's not bad. But what about this? When you open your eyes, what is this that you're seeing? Is this not God? This is the Upanishadic vision. This is the vision of Shankaracharya. This Ishvara and the world, they are not two different entities. This world is nothing but Ishvara in a different form. It is Ishvara itself. This is another beautiful conclusion which we have to understand about this so-called sleep state. The sleep state which is Pragya and Ishvara. One more point before we go ahead. You see, we were discussing in the afternoon class about reasoning and logic. We were discussing the dream state. The dream state, what happens? It is the samskaras which we create in the waking state, which is getting activated in the dream state. And when the samskaras get activated, there is actually speaking in the dream state no rhyme and reason. Then anything can happen. Is it not? But in the sleep state, in the dream state, when all absurd things are going on, you don't feel it as illogical. No, we don't feel it as illogical. Only when we wake up, we just wonder. You wonder, I was flying there. But in the dream state, when you were flying, you never felt it as illogical. You were feeling that it is perfectly rational and logical. This is the play of Maya. Similarly, here also, actually speaking, there is no rhyme and reason for what is happening. But we want to know everything rationally and logically. This itself is a play of Maya. And we ask this question: why is this happening to me? Things will go wrong. Nothing is going to be same always. Be ready. Things will go wrong. Everything will go haywire. It's only a matter of time. Today, if everything is fine, don't think this is going to be. May not suffer. That is our prayer. But that is the very play of Maya. It's like that. What you are holding on to, it's all going to just vanish. So here, when something goes wrong, then we ask, so always we will find people, what did I do that I am deserving all these things? Why? Why to me? How? Why? How? People complain. ये क्यों मेरे साथ ऐसा हो रहा है? मैंने क्या बुरा किया किसी का? मैंने जिंदगी में किसी का बुरा नहीं किया, तो मेरे साथ क्यों हो रहा है ये? Is it not? All these things. Everything is how and why. Why did this happen to me? Now see, these questions are being raised. It's a serious matter. See, we are investigating into the human behavior, human experiences. Why is it happening to me? You tell me this question of why and how. When you are raising this question about why and how about a certain event, is it not? Why did this event happen to me? Tell me, did that event really happen? You are raising a question about something which never happened. In dream, did anything really happen? In the movie screen, is really anything happening? If you ask, why did this happen in the movie? Means this logic and reasoning, this questioning of why and how, it is being done about certain events which is actually speaking not happening. Do you see the paradox of the whole thing? It's all crazy. It's all beyond rhyme and reasoning. Something is happening where actually nothing is happening. In the movie, you tell me, is there anything really happening on the screen? Is there anything really happening? And if you ask the question that why is this happening? Mahadbhutam, Arivachani. In the dream, if you ask me, why did the tiger chase me? I dreamt that the tiger was chasing me and I was running here and there, save me, save me, save me, bachao, bachao. And you wake up and you ask, in the dream, if you ask me, why did this tiger chase me? But you wake up, what will you find? Is that question valid as to why did this tiger chase me? You are asking a question about something which never happened actually. Here also the same thing has happened. Actually speaking, there is no rhyme and reason to events occurring in this plane also. It appears as if there are certain things logical and reason. If you go deep into the experience of the human nature, you will find this cosmos, actually speaking, it's a paradox. It's the most mysterious thing. It's Mahadbhutam, Anirvachaniyam. Human beings have been blessed with a faculty of reasoning. Yes. And it has got only one function, actually speaking. That is the function of investigating into the real nature, to go beyond the plane of reasoning. Reasoning has got a negative role to play, not a positive role. It can understand what reality is not, but what reality is understood by transcending the plane of reason and logic itself. So these are some important things about this so-called the causal state which we are referring to as Ishvara. And Ishvara's play, this Mahamaya's play is going on. This movie here, it's a great wonder. It's inscrutable. It is inexplicable. Now see. Now, Gaurapadacharya is going to summarize till now what we have discussed. Let us see. Now the real Karika is starting from this point onwards. Gaudapadacharya's Karika starts from here onwards. Amazing Karikas. His job is to explain what the Upanishad spoke till now. You remember the first mantra. Om iti etadaksharam idam sarvam. Tasya upavyakyanam. Vyakyanam is explanation or exposition of Om. That explanation or exposition is now continuing. Now Gaudapadacharya is taking up the whole subject and he will be presenting to us the very cream of what we have discussed till now. Amazing it is. Gaudapadacharya's Karika plus Shankaracharya's commentary, it is simply matchless. In explanation of the foregoing texts, there are these shlokas, these karikas. The first one. Bahishpragyo vibhur vishvo antapragyastu taijasah ghana pragyastatha pragya eka eva tridha smritah. What does it mean? Beautiful. Right in the beginning, you see what he's saying. He is saying that Bahishpragyo vibhur vishvo. This Vishva. Now, who is Vishva? Atman. Huh? Atman in the waking state is Vishwa. It is Atman's name, okay? It is the name of the Atman in the first quartet. Vishwa is the name of the Atman in the first quartet. Vishwa. And what is the characteristic of Vishwa? Vishwa is Bahishpragya, is it not? Vishwa is Bahishpragya. Vishwa's awareness is externalized. Vishwa's awareness is externalized means Atman here is seeing things as if it is existing separated from itself. Is it not? Vishwa is the name of the Atman. And here the awareness is externalized. It is Bahishpragya. And what? Vibhu. Vibhu means it pervades everything. Here, Atman's awareness is pervading this entire so-called the waking state. It is Vibhu. It is all pervade. Bahishpragyo vibhur vishvo. Then, what is Taijasah? Antapragyastu Taijasah. Atman in the dream state is Taijasah. And the defining characteristic of Taijasa is what? Taijasa is Antapragya. Its awareness is internalized. And then, Ghana Pragyastatha Pragya. Atman in the sleep state is Pragya. And there, Atman is Ghana Pragya. Ghana Pragya means Atman is aware only of condensed consciousness, nothing else. Atman in the waking, its awareness is externalized. Atman in the dream, its awareness is internalized. Atman in the sleep, it is condensed awareness. Externalized awareness, internalized awareness, and condensed awareness. Externalized awareness is Vishwa, internalized awareness is Taijasa, and condensed awareness is Pragya. It's all Atman only. So the last line is Eka eva tridha smrita. It is the same one Atman known in three different names, known with three different names, and known in three different states. It is the same Atman who is experiencing the waking, who is experiencing the dream, and who is experiencing the sleep. Now see, some wonderful conclusions have to be drawn here. Very important point. Shankarji's commentary is very important here. Usually what happens? Let us take this waking experience. Ramful, you saw the Himalayas in the morning. It was so beautiful, no? So dazzling view it was. Who saw the Himalayas? Normally speak, what happens? Don't go to Vedanta now. Normally, what is the human experience? I referring to Ramful. Is it not? This is the usual experience. Usually, everyone, all of you saw the Himalayas, and all of you were thinking that Shakti saw the Himalayas, I Shakti saw the Himalayas, and Sneha saw the Himalayas. This is the Ramful is not seeing the Himalayas. The seer is the Atman. Number one. Again, Ramphal, you dreamt yesterday night something?
Yes.
Definitely we dreamt. Huh?
Yes.
When we wake up from dream, what is our experience? Oh, Shuddhidananda, I saw a dream. Everywhere we are mistaking one thing for the other. This is happening continuously. This is what is Mahamaya's play is going on. When you saw a dream yesterday, Shakti, when you wake up from the dream, you will tell that मैंने कल एक सपना देखा, मैंने शक्ति ने एक सपना देखा, शक्ति ने नहीं देखा, सीमा ने नहीं देखा. Who was watching that dream? It was the Atman. When we wake up from sleep, our experience is the same thing. Shuddhidananda, I slept. No, Shuddhidananda didn't sleep. It is Atman which was watching the sleep state. All the three states are witnessed by the Atman. But we are mistaking and confusing. We are thinking that this one individual inside one state, Ramphal is an individual inside this so-called waking state. That Ramphal is thinking that Ramphal is seeing the waking world, Ramphal is seeing the dream world, and the Ramphal is experiencing sleep. Whereas in all the three states, the experiencer is the Atman. Now, this being the case, see, you had a lot of food for Mananam. You had to come, it is completely shaking your foundations now. It is unsettling you. It's good. You should be unsettled so that you find your true settlement, as I said in the first day. We need to shake our foundations and come back to the truth. Now, the consequence of this shifting of our settlement from wrong to right, you see what is going to be the consequence. Shankaracharya draws some brilliant conclusions from this kind of understanding. It is Eka eva tridha smrtaha. Vishwa is Atman. Taijasa is Atman. Pragya is Atman. It is Atman in the three states. Atman is watching the waking. Atman is watching the dream. Atman is watching the sleep. And it has been given three different names. It is just like, somebody say, Inspector General of Police, IGP, or DGP, whatever it is. In the office, he is DGP Ramphal. Okay? DGP Ramphal. In the office, in your police headquarters, you are DGP Ramphal. The same person, when he comes home, he is called by his wife with one name. Is it not? The same person will be addressed by the children as Papa. The same person will be addressed by the sisters as my brother. It is the same person who is addressed in different ways. Similarly, here also, it is the same Atman which is being addressed with three different names in three different states. But the person is one and the same. Another thing which we have to note here that if the experiencer of the waking and the experiencer of the dream and the experiencer of the sleep were three different persons, we would not be able to understand who dreamt and who slept. Shankaracharya says, it's a very important point. How can I know what Seema experienced? When there are two different experiencers, how will one experiencer know what the other person experienced? Is it not? If the experiencer of the dream is a different person and the experiencer of the waking is a different person, how will they know their experiences? But why is that we are every day knowing that I dreamt, I slept? Is it not? Every day you just see what is happening. We are only recollecting dream and sleep. Okay? When we are dreaming, we don't know we are dreaming. Only when we wake up from dream, we recollect that I dreamt. Similarly, when we are fast asleep, we do not know that we are sleeping. It is only when you wake up from the sleep, You recollect that you slept. Now, if the sleeper had been a different person, how will you recollect? So, who was that person who was dreaming as well as who was sleeping? It was the Atman. It is same one entity. That is why this Atman, it recollects. It knows. Just now I dreamt. Just now I slept. Now I'm awake. So, Shankaracharya says here, beautiful conclusion, he says, this Atman, alternatively, successively, it is experiencing one state after the other. Now it is in the waking. Just like this will go away, the dream will come. Just like this, the dream will go, the sleep will come. Just like this, the sleep is gone, again the waking will come. Just like that, the waking is gone, again the dream will come. The dream is gone, again the sleep will come. Again the sleep is gone, the waking will come. Successively, one after the other, these states are coming and going, all witnessed by the Atman. Is anything happening to the Atman? Is anything happening to the Atman? The waking, the dream, the sleep, the waking, the dream, and the sleep, the waking, 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 dream, and the sleep. The series of experiences are going on, and Atman is just the witness of everything. Shankaracharya says beautifully, what is the conclusion of this hymn? This Atman, or this Atman, which I am talking about, Ramphal, you are that. You are the witness of the waking. You are the witness of the dream. You are the witness of the sleep. You are eternally witnessing this drama which is going on. Now you are seeing the waking. A little while after this, you will be seeing the dream. A little while after that, you will be seeing the sleep. Again, the waking will come back. Again, the dream will come. You, the Atman, you are the eternal witness of this drama of waking, dream, and sleep. You are not that individual inside one state. That individual is also something which is seen. You are the seer. You are the witness. Now, what is the conclusion of this? Shankaracharya uses three beautiful terms. By this, what is being proved is, you, all of us, we are what you know. We are avasthatraya vyatirikthatvam. We are distinct from all the three states. Avasthatraya vyatiriktam. We are distinct from all the three states. Number two, shuddhatvam. We are always pure. We are absolutely untouched by the so-called defects and impurities inside the state. We as the witness, we are always eternally pure. Avasthatraya vyatirikta, shuddha, and the third point is asangatvam. We are always asanga. Asanga means we are naturally detached. We are not attached anywhere. So beautiful. Tell me, where is the Atman bound? Is the Atman bound anywhere? It is not limited to anything. It is not bound anywhere. Even while experiencing the waking state, it is not bound here. The waking state simply disappears. Then the dream comes. Atman is there. Is the Atman bound in the dream state? No. The dream goes away. The sleep comes. Atman is there. Is the Atman bound in the sleep state? No. The sleep state goes away. Again, the waking comes. What does it prove? Shankaracharya says, avasthatraya vyatiriktatvam, shuddhatvam, and asangatvam. This is our true nature. We are that. You are not the Sima or Manju or all these things. You are the witness of Sima. You are the witness of the so-called Ramphal or Kaustav. You are not the Kaustav. That witness is witnessing states after states. It is coming and going. It is absolutely distinct from all the three states. It is absolutely untouched by the impurities inside the state. All the impurities and defects are inside the state. But what is that to me? I am eternally pure, eternally distinct from the three states, and I am eternally and naturally I am detached. I cannot be attached. There cannot be attachment in me. Tell me, where is this Atman attached? Is the Atman attached to the waking state? Is it tied down to the waking state? Is the Atman attached to the dream state? It is going away. Is it bound? Are we bound? We are not bound anywhere. You understand what Shankaracharya is saying? You are not bound. You know that? You cannot be bound. It is only in ignorance, as long as you have not analyzed your experience, you are thinking that I am bound, I am this, I am that. No one is bound. Here, now, this very moment, you are free. Absolutely free. You cannot be bound. That is the stress of the Upanishads. Avasthatraya Vyatiriktatvam, Shuddhatvam, and Asangatvam. What beautiful, brilliant conclusion which Shankaracharya draws. Atman as Vishwa, Atman as Taijasa, Atman as Pragya. Again, Atman as Vishwa, again Taijasa, again Pragya, again Vishwa, again Taijasa, again Pragya. Where is it bound? You are free. You are born free. You are distinct from all the three states. You are absolutely pure. You cannot be attached to any of these three states. This is our true identity. This is our true identity. Here and now. This very moment. When we are discussing this, this is the plain reality. Every other idea apart from this is a pure imagination. You are speaking a lie. Swamiji says, this is Swamiji's words, okay? Swamiji says, when you say that I am this, I am that, I am a man, I am a woman, Swamiji says, you're speaking a lie to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. When you say that I am this, I am that, I am bound, I am weak, don't speak a lie to yourself. That is the stress. Upanishads. The born free. And Shankaracharya gives a beautiful, no, of course, Shankaracharya is quoting that illustration. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, there is a brilliant illustration of Mahamatsya Drishtanta. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, this illustration comes. Mahamatsya Drishtanta. Mahamatsya means the illustration of a great fish, a mighty fish. Now there in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the same discussion is going on. The discussion of Jagar Sapna Sushupti. And there, Atman is compared to a mighty fish swimming in a huge lake. There is a huge lake. You can just imagine, some lakes are several kilometers wide. Is it not? Some huge lakes are there which are several kilometers wide. Like that, you have a huge, massive lake in which there is a huge fish. And this fish is freely swimming from one shore to the other shore. Now it is touching that shore, and then it comes and touches this shore. Then it leaves this shore and goes to that shore. Then it leaves that shore and comes back to this shore. Its movement is absolutely unobstructed. It is not stuck up anywhere. Its movement is absolutely free. Like that, Atman is. Atman is as if it is moving in all the three states. It is now touching the shore of the waking. Then it leaves the waking and it is touching the shore of the sleep. Then again it is leaving the shore of the sleep and it is going and touching the shore of the waking. It is like a great fish. It is moving from one shore to the other shore. Absolutely unobstructed, absolutely free. It is not bound anywhere. Mahamatsya Drishtanta. We are that. This is all your description going on, Siman. Not somebody else's description. Please keep it in mind. This is our description is going on. We are this. We are that. We are dreaming that I am this and I am that. Just now, in a fraction of maybe another 1 hour, the state will vanish. This Shuddhidananda, this classroom and everything is gone. Who is witnessing this? Then some other scene will come. Who is witnessing that? Is this Shuddhidananda witnessing that? It is the Atman which is witnessing that. I am that. Then that also will go away. Nothing will be there. It will be only blank, deep sleep. Who is witnessing that? You are that. Where are you bound to tell me? Tell me, where is the problem? Do we have problems in life?
Ample.
हाँ?
बहुत ज्यादा.
बहुत ज्यादा. सपने में तो होता ही प्रॉब्लम है. हाँ. जब तक आप सपना देख रहे हो तो फिर प्रॉब्लम आई. But if you know the reality, where is it? The fact. Where is the problem in the movie actually? Now you take it in. Now in the movie and the screen illustration. Now we are always using this movie and screen illustration as if we are seeing the movie. Just imagine you are the screen, okay? You are the screen. You take it, don't think that in the cinema theater you are sitting in the chair and you're watching the movie. No, not that way. Usually when we use this illustration, what do? We think that I am sitting in the cinema theater and there is a screen in front of me and watching the movie. No, not that way. You put yourself in the place of the screen, okay? Now movie is being projected. There is tragedy, there is comedy, there is everything is going on. Is anything happening to me? Is anything happening to me? The movie of waking is coming and going. The movie of dream is coming and going. The movie of sleep is coming and going. Is anything happening to me? I, the screen. I am distinct from the movie. I am absolutely untouched by the so-called impurities inside the movie. I am Shuddha. And I am absolutely detached. Asanga. That is my true nature. I am bound, detached. I don't have to practice detachment. Because we always in the scriptures, there is a lot of stress to practice detachment. Practice detachment. That is also true. We have to practice detachment as long as we are ignorant about these things. But when you know the truth, you will find that you were never attached. You cannot become attached. What will you become attached to? You are that screen. This is the plain truth. See the conclusions drawn by Shankaracharya. So brilliant. Simply out of the world. He is just like, he's keeping the truth before us just like, mother serves food on the table. My child, you eat it. Like that. So beautiful. So this is the conclusion of this verse, where here Gaudapatacharya is saying that it is the same Atman who is known as Vishwa in the waking state. It is the same Atman who is known as Taijasa in the dream state. It is the same Atman who is known as Pragya in the sleep state. It is one person, one entity known in 3 different states with 3 different names. And the conclusion drawn from this is that this Atman is Avasthatraya Vyatirikta. It is distinct from all the 3 states. It is Shuddha, absolutely unstained, untainted by the impurities of the so-called the 3 states. And it is absolutely Asanga. It is absolutely detached. It cannot be attached. You cannot be attached to anything. Even the idea that you are attached to somebody is only happening in ignorance. You cannot be attached. The Atman cannot be attached to anything. Asangoham, 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 punah punah. Sachidananda rupoham, ahameva mavhyaya. The immortal compositions of Shankaracharya. I am eternally unattached, eternally unattached, eternally attached. Punah punah, again and again. That is the simple, plain truth. Sachidananda Rupaham, I am that witness of the 3 states. Ahameva avyaya. I am that unchanging Atman, ever pure, ever distinct from the 3 states, and ever detached. Asangoham, asangoham, asangoham. It's like that.
Swami, what was the Sanskrit for
Pardon?
distinct?
Huh?
For the first one, distinct, what was the word for that?
Which one? Asambhava.
No, the first one.
Avasthatraya Vyatiriktatvam. Avasthatraya is the three states.
Yeah.
Avasthatraya means the three states. Three avasthas.
Yeah.
The three states. And Vyatiriktatvam. Vyatirikta means distinct. Vyatiriktam. I am distinct from the three states. Atma is distinct from the three states. Avasthatraya Vyatiriktatvam, Shuddhatvam, and Asankatvam. This is the conclusion. This is our description. What's your name?
Gautam.
Gautam, are you attached to anything? You cannot be attached. Stress this point. You cannot be attached. You are always free, born free. This is how we have to assert the truth, assert the reality. So beautiful, boldly. That is our divine nature. Now see, Swami Vivekananda has that statement, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity. Manifest it, manifest it, manifest it. Don't tell lie to yourself. See, this thing is hidden. It is potentially, we are all potentially divine. Why potentially divine? Because now we are not knowing it. It is potential, it is hidden. Bring it out. Upanishads does the same thing. Swami Vivekananda is just echoing the Upanishads. What else? It's all Upanishads. Manifest it, assert it. Tell day in and day out the truth that I am the Atman, I am the Atman, I am the Atman. Every other idea that you have about yourself is just based upon ignorance. Speak the truth. That's the thing. You see, next verse. Now comes second bombshell. The first ones you see how Gaudapada started his verse with so beautifully. How he's extracting from the mantras of the Upanishads. The first great conclusion with Gaudapada is giving is that you are all distinct from the three states. You are all born unattached, and you are all ever pure. This is the first extraction by understanding the three states. By analyzing the three states of Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, this is the first conclusion that you have to draw. By understanding. Now see, what is that we are discussing here now? We are discussing, so I am Atma Chatushpad. This Atman is with four quarters. Is it not? The description of the Chatushpad Atman is going on. In that we have seen the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. The fourth quarter that has not been described, we are coming to that. That will be the seventh mantra, where the fourth quarter, the Turiya Atman is described. Even before reaching that Turiya Atman, this is the conclusion. You are neither attached or caught up in the waking. You are neither attached or caught up in the dream. You are neither attached or caught up in the sleep. You are free. Every day these states are coming and going. Are you caught up? Tell me. Again, think about it profoundly. Who is caught up here? No one is caught up. No one can get caught up. It's impossible. It's a plain, blunt truth.
Maharaj,
Now see.
is he saying that normally we think that Jagat is constant and we are coming and going or waking and sleeping. So he seems to
Jagat is constant.
No, I mean normally we think, but he's telling that it is the other way. You are constant, Jagat comes and goes.
Exactly. Exactly.
That is the
You means
the Atma.
Atman, yes. That you, the meaning of you should be clear. The meaning of I should be clear.
So,
Presently, we are thinking that the Jagat is constant. It is very true. We think that this is always there. No, this is coming and going. The states are coming up and going. Alternatively, successively, one state is followed by the other. But you, the Atman, is always the constant. It is attached nowhere.
and in this scheme of things, do they talk of death as such or that separately interpreted?
Meaningless.
Meaning.
Death, birth, everything becomes meaningless. This is all an imagination. So next time we have to be careful when you celebrate your birthday. We are so fond of cutting, cakes, काटो केक और मेरा जन्मदिन है, मनाओ, है ना, जन्मदिन मनाना है। आबा जी, विभा जी, हम मनाते हैं कि नहीं है? जन्मदिन कितना जोर शोर से मनाते हैं, और जन्मदिन तो रोने का दिन है एक्चुअली। कहाँ हम फंस गए हैं? एक्चुअली जन्मदिन तो रोने का दिन है, हम लोग उल्टा ही करते हैं, माया में सब उल्टा होता है। Birthday is a day not to be celebrated. It is the day from which the tragedy starts. The tragedy starts from that time onwards, and we are celebrating it. See the foolishness of the whole thing. Shankaracharya is very much fond of using a beautiful term, Modha. This is the heights of Modhatva. For a Viveki, it is just the opposite. We celebrate death actually. In our sannyasa sampradaya, when somebody dies, we celebrate. Wow, wonderful. The body is gone. This gross structure is gone. We are not this. In the world, it is just the opposite. We weep when somebody dies, and we celebrate when somebody is born. Some will die after. It's like that. Anyhow. You see, now, the second verse. Dakshinakshi mukhe vishvo manasyantastu tejasah akashe chariti pragya tridha dehe vyavasthitah. I'm just wondering whether I should take it now. This is a beautiful verse. Amazing. I think tomorrow I shall take it up. I want to give some time to this verse. If you have any questions related to what we have discussed till now, we can take it up. We have some 15-20 minutes. I don't want to it's a very important verse, this one. So let us just take it up tomorrow morning, I think so. Yes, Father?
This goes back to our last class where we were speaking about vasanas and samskaras.
Yeah.
I've heard some schools make a distinction between those two things. In the Vedantic tradition, was there any distinction?
It's the same thing, actually. In Vedanta, now see, samskaras and vasanas. Some schools, you're right, they make a distinction between these terms. But essentially, if you just go into the depth of it, it is nothing but mental impressions.
So no matter when they came, whether it's from this life or a past life, it is what it is and they're there.
Now see, the past life, this life, now everything comes now. That's why, see, Father, why we started the whole discussion by revisiting the idea of Maya. See, that is the critical dimension. Without that, nothing becomes clear. How did we start this? Even at Vivekananda also. That is the most mysterious thing. So this life, that life, what is this Maya? It's mysterious. When did it start? And what is this? It's all nothing but Maya expressing itself in the form of something which is not actually existing. So the samskaras, it is what? In ignorance, we first take it for granted that I am this body and I am a particular individual. In ignorance. When we are in the grip of Maya, then we take it for granted that I means this body. And with this idea, we are now performing actions. And every action that we perform, it's leaving behind impressions on the mind. That is what is referred to as samskaras also. And see, vasana, the term has got two meanings. Vasanas are in some places understood to be impressions, and vasanas in some places they mean desire. Vasana has got two meanings. Vasana in two different contexts. It can be either meaning samskaras or impressions, or it can also mean as desires. That's why nirvasana, make me nirvasana. Nirvasana means desireless. So the term vasana is used in both the senses. But after all, desire is also what? It is all mental impressions only. It's all play of mind. That is why Shankaracharya's sweeping statement, whatever in this Maya, it is all manaspandana matra. Mind is Maya. Mind is Maya, nothing else. This mind is hiding the truth behind it. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. This mana is Maya, mind itself is Maya, and this mind is hiding the reality which is behind it. This mind is the movie. The mind is the movie. Actually, that is going to be the fifth Karika here. This is what is going to be discussed. What we are referring to as movie, it is nothing but mind. It is all just the vibrations of the mind. Manaspandana. This movie is nothing but mind. Mind in a gross form, mind in a subtle form, and absence of mind. Sleep state is nothing but absence of mind. Functioning of the mind is a waking and dream state, and absence of mind is a sleep state. It is all mind and mind alone. So you understand?
And because
So after all, it's all Maya. This is the point.
because mind is not there, there is no misconception. We can say that.
In sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. Because mind is suspended, there is no miscomprehension of reality. You're right.
Maharaj,
Yeah. What is that?
so Swamiji, so in the Atman, so Atman is the observer.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
observing. So now, when I go back, right, when this retreat is over, I go back. So I will continuously try to inculcate that, okay, I'm the observer.
When you go back means you go back home?
Home, yes.
Okay, okay.
And to detach myself. But still, Siraj is only doing, Siraj is eating, Siraj is
Yes.
right? But then I will, it's very hard. But
Yeah. You should. Hard, but you should try. That is the beauty of this. That is what makes our life really beautiful. You try it, you will get it.
But my question is, I can do it when I'm awake. But when I'm sleeping, how do I observe?
No, in sleeping we don't do it. Wait. What's your name?
Siraj.
Siraj, we are coming to those points. In the next 2-3 words, Karikas, these points will be discussed. In sleeping, you cannot witness. See, we are only remembering sleep and dream. In dream and sleep, we don't know. Consciously, we are not doing anything. Only when we wake up from dream, we remember that we dreamt. Is it not? When the dream was going on, nobody knows that we are dreaming. Nor do we know that when we are sleeping, that we are sleeping. It is only when you wake up from the sleep, you remember that you slept. So we are coming to that point. So just wait. I think the fourth verse deals with this point. Not fourth verse, the next verse itself is there actually. Just wait.
One
yeah.
continuation question. So that means when I'm detaching,
Yeah.
so I personally feel, please correct me if I'm wrong, that with emotions we attach with living or non-living things. So when I'm trying to detach and being the Atman as observer, so the emotions are getting dissolved. Will this not make me like a stone with no emotions?
Absolutely no. I will discuss this. Siraj, you note down this question. This is a very important question. There are some misconceptions about this idea of detachment. It is not that a Brahmagyani is not an emotionless person. The true emotion is the Brahmagyani is a person who has the healthiest emotions, the emotions which we have. Now, I don't want to use that word. I'll come to that point. You please note down this question, and you ask this question on the last day. It's a very important thing. It is not that you're going to be like a wall. Detachment, I'm the witness means I'm like a wall. That is a hopeless thing. I will discuss this point. Do you think Ramakrishnas and Vivekanandas and Shankaracharyas were emotionless people? They have the finest emotions, not the emotion you and I have. Our emotion is of the very low level. I'll come to that point. The real refined emotions comes from Brahmagyan. So please note it down. I want you to ask this question on the last day. Let us first discuss the main points and then we will take it up. Yes, what is that?
Swami, you said that the waking world is also not very logical.
Not very hard, yes.
But you said that logic only tells us what isn't, right? Logic. What do you mean by that, and why?
You see now what we are doing. Now we are employing all our faculty of reasoning, no? But our reasoning is functioning on the basis of the words of the scriptures. Our reasoning has got a very clear-cut direction. And what is this reasoning doing? This reasoning is making you understand that you are not the three states. Is it not? This is the only function of the reasoning. To make you understand the true reasoning, I'm talking about the true reasoning. Reasoning functions at two levels. I don't want to go into the details now. But the true reasoning, let me take it up. What we are talking about, the true reasoning is Viveka. Viveka is the true reasoning. Our faculty of reasoning functions at two levels actually. One at the highest plane, and then one reasoning which is functioning in the transactional plane. In the lower level, in this so-called the empirical world, we are employing this faculty of reasoning, which tries to connect through things through causality. What is reasoning? You are drawing connection. You are connecting things through cause and effect. Everything. Logic is what? Two things are connected through causality. This is what is reasoning. Everywhere it's the same thing, and then you draw some conclusions out of it. That's all. Now this is what you're doing in the so-called your transactional plane. This is the lower functioning of the buddhi. The higher functioning of the buddhi is this what we are doing now. The higher functioning of the buddhi is that by which you understand the distinction between all the three planes, all the three states, and the Atma. This higher function of the buddhi is what is known as Viveka. So actually speaking, this buddhi's function is to make you understand that you are not this changing dimension. You are the unchanging witness Atma. This is what is known as Viveka. This is the real function of the buddhi, not the lower function of the buddhi in which you all the physics, mathematics, biology, all this is the lower function of the buddhi. That is also a function of the buddhi. And it is doing amazing things in the transactional world. Now, whatever we have created, human beings have created, it's all the play of buddhi at the lower plane. But it is not going to solve the problem. The problem is going to solve by the function of the higher buddhi, which is Viveka. Viveka is that capacity of the buddhi by which it can show you that you are not this changing dimension. That is why that Viveka is considered to be Chudamani. That is the greatest thing in this creation. There is nothing greater than Viveka. Amazing. Shankaracharya's works are so brilliant. In fact, there is no spiritual life possible without Viveka. Viveka and Vairagya are the two pillars on which all spiritual venture stands. Without Viveka, there cannot be Vairagya. It's all Viveka. Yes, Gautam?
Let's follow up.
Utkarsh, what is that?
Follow up on this question.
Yeah, please.
That Vivek tells Ahem or Vivek tells to Swayam.
No, please repeat, Utkarsh.
Vivek is telling Ahem that you are not Ahem, or Vivek is telling Swayam that you are not Ahem.
Vivek is the simple, Utkarsh. What was the definition? You go by the words of the rishis. The best thing is always that. Always, whenever you have doubt about these factors, go back to the words of the Upanishads. And rishis, never the words of intellectuals, okay? Be 100 kilometers away from the intellectuals. They are the dangerous breed, actually. They can only create confusions. You have to follow the words of the realized souls. This is what our teachers have always shown us. Never read the books of intellectuals. They will only misguide you. Read the words of the rishis if you want infallible picture of reality. So what is this Viveka? What is the definition of Viveka given by Shankaracharya? It says, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Iti Evam Rupo Vinishchaya So I am Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka Samudarataha. Now you focus on this definition. So what is Viveka? Viveka is this discrimination or discernment. Viveka is that faculty which brings about this clarity. Clarity about what? What is Satyam and what is appearing to be Satyam. Viveka is that faculty, in fact it is the higher function of the buddhi, which brings about this clarity about what is truth and what is appearing to be truth. It brings about this clarity about the screen alone is truth and the movie is appearing to be truth. This understanding is brought about this faculty of Viveka. Now what you are referring to as aham and all these things, these things are all the ingredients of the movie. In the screen there is no aham. Remember this point. Aham and all these different factors, I, you, this, that, This is all the ingredients of the movie. It is not the ingredient of the screen. You understand? So aham is also within the movie. It is also in the dimension of mithya. So Brahman alone is truth. The screen alone is truth. Jagat, which is like a movie, it is mithya. This clarity is brought about by this faculty called Viveka. This is the function of Viveka.
During meditation, there is no I. So there is no
There is no I during meditation.
during meditation,
Ah.
and there is no discretion also that I am not this and I am this, because
No,
there
that
is
is,
no I am.
No, Krishna, when we meditate, this process is going on, no? When we sit down to meditate, you see, what did we do now when we meditated? We are correcting our wrong views in meditation. Earlier we were thinking that I am in this body. Now you're using Viveka. I am not the body. The body belongs to the Mithya dimension. I am the Satyam, the screen. So this process is going on. Then you say, I am not the mind. The mind is belonging to the movie side. I am the screen. And mind includes aham and everything. Man, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Everything is within the domain of the movie. So this process is what is meditation. You're separating yourself from what you are not. And you're discovering yourself in your true nature. Now every morning what do we chant? The beautiful Nirvana should come. Mano buddhi, chitta, ahankar, now. Is it not? And so what I am? Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am the screen. I am the screen. I am not this mind. I am not this buddhi. I am not this chitta. I am not this ahankar. All this are the ingredients of the movie. I am the eternal screen. I am the eternal screen. So this process is what is meditation. It's going on. Slowly, initially you have to do it. In time will come, you may not have to do it. It becomes very natural. But this comes from a long drawn practice done over perhaps several years of time. So it all depends upon practice now.
Maharaj?
Yes, Manju?
Maharaj, we have said that Vishwa, it's again a name of Atman.
Ah.
But at the same time, we have said that it has 7 limbs and then 19
Yeah.
other things. So Ahamkara and all these things come into that. So how is it different?
No, see, this is only a tentative. See, we are studying Atman in the context of the 3 states. So Vishwa is the name of the Atman in connected with the waking state. Is it not? Again, that description of 7 limbs and 19 mouths, it is the Atman's description in the waking state in its cosmic dimension. Just like an individually, Manju has got a head, hand and feet, limbs are there, is it not? And you have 19 mouths actually. 19 mouths in the sense, 5 sense organs of perception, 5 organs of action, all these things you have it. This is the individual. Actually, the Manju is the individual aspect of the Atman. But there is a cosmic aspect of the Atman, which is what was described as Vaishwanara. But this is not the true picture of the Atman. This is meant to be rejected.
Right.
You understand? This is all picture, movie side now. We are describing the 4 quarters of the coin. Is it not? The first quarter of the coin is what is referred to as Vishwa or Vaishwanara. By this investigation, now we have not finished the investigation. Now we are midway actually. Now, what is going to be the conclusion? There is no Vaishwanara Vishwa, there is no Taijasa, there is no Pragya. It's all coin and coin alone. We haven't come to that conclusion. So that's why this question is coming. So don't get confused about Vaishwanara Vishwa. No, here also, what is being told now? Vishwa, Taijasa and Pragya, they are all Atman alone. Atman alone is known in these 3 different names. In fact, there is no Vishwa. What actually it means is that there is no Vishwa. There is no Taijasa. There is no Pragya. It is Atman. In that coin which you made 4 quarters, the 4 quarters are imaginary. Whichever quarter you put your finger on, it is a coin. This waking state, you are pointing at it. You are actually pointing at the Atman. In whichever part of the screen you put your finger, a certain character is there in that movie. You put your finger on that character. What is that you are actually touching? You are touching the screen. So this analysis is meant to show to us that what is actually existing is the screen and screen alone. So this Vaishwanara and all this description, don't get confused. That is meant to be rejected. That is all the part of the movie. Yeah, this is the point.
These stages are with Maya, we can tell.
It's on Maya.
That is Maya.
It's on Maya, exactly. Atman associated with Maya is what is so-called Vishwa, Digest and Pragya. But the question is, does Maya really exist? This is what we started our discussion with. Maya is mysterious. Maya means this movie. What is the status of this movie? Is it actually existing? It is mysterious. You cannot say it is not existing. You cannot say it is existing. It is Mahadbhutam. As long as you don't know that it is Maya, you are trapped. Once you understand that it is Maya, it is gone. It cannot trap you anymore. And this is happening only by her grace. That's why this Maya is such a critical dimension in our inquiry into the truth. Without really understanding that, and without her, it is by her grace only. It is not that we are understanding it. She is making us, what should I, even that cannot be spoken about. Something is happening. Truth is being revealed, that's all. It is Mahadbhutam, Anirvachaniyam in one word.
Maharaj, what is the difference between avidya and Maya?
Same thing.
But
They are,
if I continue, I read it in some lecture
Yeah.
of a saint only.
Yeah.
He said that avidya is the Jeev is the ashraya of avidya.
exactly. This difference, in the individual context, the term avidya is used. In the cosmic context, the word Maya is used. Actually, it is all hinting at only one thing. Maya, avidya, all these terms are referring to a power, a phenomenon which is plainly speaking hiding the truth. That's all. Nothing else. In the individual context, in some people they use it as avidya, and in the cosmic context, it is referred to as Maya. It is all nothing but a mysterious force which is concealing the truth. That's all. Its only function is that.
It's also compared to as a magician, like a magician.
Yes. Wait, we are coming to that point. Shankaracharya is going to describe that. It is just like a magic show. Now wait, very good. It is the 7th mantra. Shankaracharya is going to give this beautiful illustration of the magician and the magic show.
Swamiji,
Welcome.
to all we call as anahata,
Yeah.
how it is related here?
It is Om only. Now, whatever you call, whether you call Om or Anahata or Pranava, we are referring to one undifferentiated sound. Now, actually, see, we don't know what the real Om is. The time is over. In this so-called, this Om is always vibrating. We are not hearing it. Yogis and rishis, they constantly hear that. This creation, so-called creation, or whatever we are seeing, this movie is nothing but Om. It's a matter of experience. Now, we cannot hear it with this gross ears. It is a different thing. It is not that you are going to hear it with this gross ears. The sound is existing at several levels. The gross is preceded by several subtle levels of sound. This is what I was referring to. Let us not go into that now. But this Om, that Om is what is, there is one Shabda Brahman actually. So it is referred to as Anahata. Anahata means unstruck sound. It is, see, for making a sound, two things have to strike, then only sound comes. But this Om is a sound which is not a product of striking of two things. It is always reverberating in this so-called, it is always reverberating. In meditation, if you can tune yourself and align yourself with this sound, you will become liberated. It is the most powerful tool to realization. Oh, there's nothing greater than Om, actually. So that is what is referred to as Anahata, Pranava, and Om, and all these things.
When we reach that higher state, we can
Ah.
hear that sound.
Yes, it's a yogic experience. It is not through these ears. It is a supersensory experience, actually. Supersensory. It is not through sensory experience. It is a supersensory experience. We should keep it in mind.
Maharaj, when we say Vedas will guide us, is it correct to say Veda Purva Bhaga operates within the Mithya dimension? Vedanta will show us how to come out of that.
Exactly.
Correct.
The Vedas, there are two portions. One is Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. This Purva Mimamsa deals with all the so-called our karma kanda.
Rules of the Mithya, we can say. Rules within Mithya or guidelines.
But that is also meant for taking us, preparing for the spiritual thing. Actually, the whole of the Vedas is meant to take the human being from darkness to light. But there are stages, actually. Everybody is not ready for Vedanta. Everybody is not ready for Mandukya Upanishad. Only a few people are ready for Mandukya.
So when we said karma was operating, Vedas incorporate karma. Vedas tell that karma is there and several other things are there.
Yes.
They are
The whole of Karma Kanda, it's a very, very important portion. For the common man who is not ready for spiritual practice, he has to be shown how to perform actions in such a way that you will spiritually evolve. So Karma Kanda is actually meant for that. So that in stages and in graded manner, you are lifted from your so-called human plane to the divine plane through your actions. So that is the whole of Karma Kanda. This Karma Kanda, when it is done properly, it takes us to Jnana Kanda. The whole of Veda has got only one purpose: take the human being to his or her divine nature. So let's stop here. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. So there's a lot of food for Marana. Just the last verse which we discussed, the beautiful conclusions that we are bound nowhere. See, it is a truth. It is a plain truth. We are bound nowhere. It is a truth. See, Divine Mother struck the bell. My child, what you're saying is true. You cannot be bound anywhere. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Change your position. And you cannot be impure. None of us is impure here. We are all born pure. Impurity cannot touch us. Be confident about it. Third factor, we are absolutely detached. You cannot get stuck up anywhere. You know, in the last classes we had discussed चिपक ना बनाए चिपक ना. लेकिन आप चिपक नहीं सकते हो. The ultimate thing is that you cannot stick to anything. But initially we have to remind, भाई चिपको मत. चिपकोगे तो रोगे. That's right.
Maharaj, one question just yes and
Yeah.
do we need to experience the state of Vaishwanara or is an understanding is enough?
Understanding is enough. You are different from it. You understand? You are different from the movie. Vaishwanara is the movie side. You're different from it. That has to be understood. That should be experienced. But Vaishwanara, why do you bother about it? Full stop.